61. 61. That's a lot. We've done a lot of them. Memphis is, of course, the co-host. Come on, Memphis. Come on up. Say hi. She wants to come up and say hello to everyone. As she has her way of attacking me. Again, she's not real talkative, so as far as a co-host goes, other than getting licked on the face, she doesn't do a very good job for me. But the dogs are very excited today. Kate is home sick, and they think that somehow it's going to be a big day with lots of different stuff to do as I'm talking to both cameras back and forth. Scarlett's biting one hand. I'm holding Memphis on my lap with the other hand, and Ace is here just kind of being awkward. It is a beautiful day. Let us know where you're calling in from. We are 70 degrees today, sunny, and we are having a litter of Fox Red Labrador Retriever puppies out in the kennel. Out, go on. So it's going to be a busy day. We get our training dogs in this week for our second group. That will be from June to September. So I will get a new line of recruits in, and the first couple of weeks are always tough because the dogs miss home. They're a little bit of a pain in the butt. They don't work as well. You got to do all the obedience and kind of teach them structure and how to learn. So it is like Groundhog Day every 3 months for me during training. I do 2 groups of dogs. I start in March and do a dog or group till June, and then as I get a dog paw stuck in my gut, and then I go from June until September, and then once September comes, I'm really sick of working with dogs, and it is hunting season, so it's kind of a good trade-off. But so yeah, it's going to be busy for us this weekend. We've got appointments today starting at 3 o'clock through evening, and then we've got appointments all day tomorrow, all day Sunday as we're sending dogs home, getting dogs in, and we've got a couple of puppy visits coming. So it is kind of one of my most crazy weekends I will probably have this summer. As you guys pop in, please let us know where you're from. Please let us know what questions you have. We'd like to talk to you about dogs, puppies, hunting, training, anything that's on your mind. We've got Sherry checking in for Pennsylvania. Michael checking in from Ireland. Good to see someone from across the pond. Detroit checking in. Let's see. Andy Rush is checking in from Jackson, Wisconsin. Craig and Cindy Reagan from Minneapolis. I hope you guys are staying safe up there. Mother of the Fox Reds that we are having right now is Denali. Hold on a second, Andy. I do not have my stuff in front of me. I don't know if that's the litter. I believe you're in the litter for Annabelle, but I will check that in a little bit. We got Dwayne, hello from Wisconsin. Arizona checking in. Alabama, 84 degrees with 73% humidity. Man, I tell you, I really like 70 degrees. It is a beautiful day out for me. 70 degrees without humidity, 70 to 75, perfect for working dogs, perfect for a fat old guy like myself. All right, let's see. Mr. Rush, you are in the, I'm looking here, hold on a second. Hurt my hand, so I got a Band-Aid on my finger. Yeah, you are in the Annabelle litter. So, you're not in this litter, you're in the next one. We will let you know what we end up having. It could be where we have an extra female or 2 that we can move people forward into, but until then, we will not know. RJ, good morning from Northern California. Just watched your wagon wheel lining video. Gonna go give it a whirl this morning. Feel like I need to get my dog to trust me. Yes, wagon wheel lining. I put a video up this morning on the Sporting Dog Adventures page that is off of our YouTube channel that has wagon wheel lining, which is something that you use when you're teaching your dog to take a line, so you can use it for blind retrieves, but it also works out really well if you're doing multiple marks with a younger dog or an older dog because they trust your line. Carrie checking in from Johnson Creek, Wisconsin. Carrie, what is with all the stores still being closed? My wife and I went up there. There were a few open. The ones that were open were very busy, but when are they going to open all the stores? She likes to particularly go to the Coach Purse store. So when I want something, I take her to Coach Purse, and then I use that to leverage my way into whatever I'm weaseling out of life myself. Virginia checking in. All right, so let's see. I'm going to put that wagon wheel lining link up. So I've got the wagon wheel lining link actually attached here so that you can watch it and work with it with your own dog. Wagon wheel lining is a very cool thing. Again, it is, if you start out with, like you're on a pitcher's mound and you've got a bumper, a white bumper at all four bases, you are teaching the dog to heel properly so that they are lined up and with their spine in line with where your foot's pointing, and you work with them, teaching them to fetch where they are lined and run toward it. From there, you go to where you've got 8 bumpers that are all white, so you've got basically one, and eventually you're going to run to where you use orange bumpers. Orange bumpers are used for a reason. They're used for blind retrieves because dogs are colorblind, so they cannot see them. So we use white for teaching marking and teaching for when they can find something. And then orange is used for when you are trying to teach them to trust you, take a line, and find by smell and not as much by vision. So there's your quick tip for the day. Quiet. Always have someone drinking water. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear the dog drinking water on the in the background? It always is so loud to me. So I try to halt the water. I wish you guys could see. Again, the minute that I start talking on Dog Talk Live, our house comes alive and there are dogs everywhere. And they are running around and trying to get attention and bringing toys and all of that good stuff. So it is definitely makes my world a little busier here in the house. We have 5 labs in the house, 2 ground squirrels, also known as Chihuahuas. They do not come running in to do anything, but the labs, again, the minute that there's a little bit of excitement, everyone has to get up, run around, check things out. And then the minute that I am quiet and back working, once Dog Talk Live is done or I'm not talking on the phone, everything just chills out and is like crickets. So it's always kind of funny when you get people over. We always get where we have people come for visits and the dogs just go completely clown, where they're just trying to get attention. And eventually, once everyone leaves, they quiet down. They go right back to sleep. Again, please let us know what questions you have so that we can have some questions for the day. Puppies, training, hunting. Gosh, we get no questions about hunting. I'm so excited about hunting this year. Equipment, if you want to know about that stuff, let us know what you have so that we can help you and help you get involved with dogs and get them ready for the field and into the field this fall. So again, finishing up the last couple of drills with the dogs today. Their owners are picking them up, the ones that are going home. So we're going to be working with them so that they learn how to handle their dogs. I always tell people, take them home, run them. If you need to bring them back and work with me, we don't charge for it once the dogs have been through training. The new dogs getting in, we will walking at heel, sitting, teaching them that they have to be under control. We will probably put them on the table, a force fetch table once or twice to get them that experience. First time I put them up on the table is just that. I just have them on the table. I don't even work with them. Just let them get over that awkward being up on the table. And then from there, it is transitioning into where we are starting to work with them on force fetch, e-collar conditioning, and their obedience. After about 4 to 6 weeks, we start adding in field work with the dogs. The key to any dog during training is keeping their spirits up. It is so hard to keep their spirits up when you're working on the first steps, building that foundation of your training, because the dogs, they get down, and you really have to use positive voice and positive interaction with them to, I guess, overcome the negative you have to use to get them in line. So all dogs are different. Some are a little more strong personalities. Some take pressure better. The really difficult dogs are the ones that are obstinate but don't take pressure well, because then you really play psychologist. All right, let's see if we have some questions. Good morning from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Tim, you're still stuck at home. It sounds like you're going to be stuck at home all summer, the way things are going, unless you are the governor and have a bolt that you want put out against orders of your wife or the husband and the wife. So always interesting. RJ Sola, question. My pup is 3 and force fetched, still a work in progress. Do you advise using orange in the same lesson? How many lessons do you do using orange? RJ, when you are using your orange bumpers, that is what you're going to use for your marking or your blind retrieves. You can use them for force fetch. It's not going to hurt you on that. But the key to an orange bumper is the dogs cannot see it, hence why they're used for a blind retrieve. Or if you're teaching more advanced marking where you want the dog to have to not use just sight by seeing the white bumper on the ground. So you can start using those as you're working on your marking. As far as force fetch, once you're through that, you can use them for your wagon wheel lining, which I know is what ultimately your question was. What I would do is once you have your dog where they're consistently doing good on the white bumpers, I would go back to using only 4 bumpers and a wagon wheel lining and make them orange. So you're gonna proof your dog, let them go through where they're using white bumpers, and then step back, use the orange bumpers, so that the dog understands, yes, this is the line I'm taking, so that I'm working on it and I'm doing well. And I know I've seen some that use a combination. They'll use white on the 4 bases and then orange in between. I usually go all or nothing, but you're basically going to take your white bumpers, get your dog through that so they understand the drill, and then step back, make it more simplistic, and then go with your orange bumpers and ramp back up to the point where you're at. Some people will get to a point where they use 16 in one wagon wheel, which is crazy, but I've seen it and it is very cool to watch. Carol, do you think dog wheels like a hamster wheel or a dog treadmill would work better? For which situations? Of course, practical exercise. Carol, I have never used a dog wheel or a treadmill for my dogs, but I live out in the country, so I would not have an opinion on that. If anyone does, please chime in. Again, out in the country, I just let my dogs run around like doofuses and get exercise. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, RJ. That takes care of it. I actually got to cut today short, but I wanted just to talk to you guys about wagon wheel lining. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. We will be back on Monday. God bless. If you have questions before then, please put them up. Again, got clients coming in all day today, and one just pulled in, so I got to take off. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in.